At this point, I'm getting ready, I'm taking all the strike plates off and I'm marking all those because the painters are getting ready to paint all this. I'm not doing it myself, the painters are doing it. I'm taking all these off. I've marked each one because I had them pre-adjusted. Each strike plate needs to be adjusted for each particular door location that you have. I also took the bumpers all out from behind the doors. You saw them. So I've got them in here. Remember? They were like this. And you would think, okay, what's the deal here? I don't think here, I'm gonna put this on the tripod here for a second. It'll come in the store and sometimes it'll be just like this, okay, on this particular kind. And you might think, okay, how do I do this? You could pull, well, see, you can pull that off. If you're having a hard time getting this, let's say it's on the door and you can't unscrew this. You're supposed to just be able to unscrew it. It should be fine. But if you didn't know that unscrewed and you think, how do I get that off? You can do that. And then you would get a Phillips screwdriver and you can put it right in there and get it on the screw, see, and start turning it. But I don't do that. You don't have to do that. You know, if you got it down on a door and this is hard to unscrew, you could pull this cap off and then you could use your screwdriver, you know, with a thin shaft, put it in there to unscrew it off the door and then get it off. But, you know, the nice easy part is you'd unscrew that. See, it fits in there. And then you can just, what I usually do is I'll have this screw off. If I'm installing one of these, I'll hold this up against the door and I'll measure so that I get all of them the same. So much off the side, so much from the bottom. I'll take my scratch awl, hold it there, put that there, pop it a little bit so I get a starter hole. Then I hold that up there, put the screw in. Okay, nice and easy, right? And does it matter where you have this, to the left, to the top, to the right? It's, you know, wherever it is, I'll keep it the same. But all these were off to the left. And then you put that in there like that and screw it in there tight. You know, just tighten it up and see how it zips in from the back like that. And that's what holds it. Okay, this is always on there, so you don't have to take that off. But I like using these kind. They're stiffer. This is a little bit bigger diameter, and then it tapers, and it's a little bit bigger there. See that? See like that? These are really good. They're stout. They don't really cost that much. I think this was less than $2. Okay. So that's how those work. But now that I've got these off, I came downstairs, I told the painters about it. Now all the doors do not have anything behind them, so I'm telling them before you just realize that I've got everything off now, because I don't want you coming in here, opening the door and letting it bang up against the wall, especially like the bathroom. You know, it's got a lock on it, right? And that little area there can make a bigger impression, a small impression on the wall if you push hard enough. That little ding right there. I don't want that. That's why you have the door stop on there. And since we're talking about this, most of the time they go on the door. Okay, I've seen some people that they'll put this and they'll screw this right on the baseboard like that. I don't generally like that, because when the door is closed, you're over here, you're here using the drawer or the cabinet. Now you've got this door stop in your way and you keep hitting it. You know, that's why I usually like to put them on the door itself. But I got a slight dilemma on one door. Let's just show you this. Let's see if I I got something at the store and I was gonna make a different video. See this here? This is a wall bumper. I got stainless steel color, you know, and it's got a gray rubber. Oh, hey baby.
Hello, baby.
You know what? Since you're here, let's talk about this, because remember I told you I was going to get one of these wall bumpers and I was going to get a door bumper? Here, can you hold this for a second? This is the door. Now see, this door goes outside. It's a metal clad door. And when it opens, this little bit, see there's no door bumper on it.
No.
Right there?
Yeah.
And that has been pushed right there. See there?
I see that.
So this,
Will go on here.
yeah, I could put that right like that. Or I could put one of these door bumpers
I'd like
there. If I put the door bumper, it's going to be there. It's, you know, this is in a wide open room. Would you rather see the door bumper, or would you rather have the wall bumper? Wall bumper. If
I think I'd rather have this wall bumper.
that'll cover that up. But since the painters are here, they can patch that, and then when they paint it, they don't see it. I could put this on here. I kind of like the wall
I kind
bumper.
of like the wall bumper as opposed to this thing sticking out.
Yeah, yeah, because this goes outside, and that makes sense. And I think that's why they didn't put anything there, but they should have put a wall bumper on there. And that's a nice, this is a nice stout one. See how fat this is? And so, plus, with this being a metal clad door, my screw might get wonky down there, and you could hit it with your feet as you go out in and out.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good. I'm glad you were here for that, and I got that.
Yeah.
And they have these, I think I've seen them in gold before, and bronze. So you look around, and because we've got, here it's polished on that, but see all my hinges here are the silver, doorknobs are silver, and the door bumpers were silver. So you always look around on your existing conditions and try to match. So see, this is silver, and it's got a nice light, well, medium gray there. I think that's going to look good there. It's going to be there for a purpose. You know, it's not going to be out of the way. I mean, it's going to be out of the way, but you're still going to see it on the wall, but that's all right. People will know what it's for. Okay? All right. I think that's all I wanted to tell you on this particular video. Okay? Basically, when you get your door bumpers off, now you just have to be careful not to push into here until you get your doors painted and everything. And speaking of your doors, after the doors get painted, I'm gonna wait maybe 3 or 4 days so that the paint can cure somewhat before I reattach this to the door. And they did a good job. They waited, you know, on the new install, they waited for the doors to be all nicely dry, because if you wait 1 or 2 days, even if the door doesn't feel tacky to you, you think, oh, I'll just put these on there. You put it on there and it kind of sinks in to the wood ever so slightly. See the ring down there? You can see the outside of that. But I've been very surprised that every single one of them that I've taken off, this has just kind of dropped right off the door. A lot of times you'll take off an existing one. You know, you unscrew this part, and this part is still on the wall, and it's stuck on there. You're like, okay, how am I going to get that off without goobering this up to pop it off without marking up your door, especially if you're not going to repaint. If that ever happens to you, let's say you've got a door bumper that is damaged, missing the tip, it's all rusty, and you want to clean it up, and it's the same color, okay? You could go to the store and get a new one and just leave the old trim piece on the door and screw this in. But a lot of times these are all old and rusty. You might want to just clean it up and change the color, whatever, because these come in different colors too. I've seen these in gold, and I've seen these in oil rubbed bronze. Okay? All right, just a few tips for you. Well, that's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more, yes, more videos.